YouTube. It's your dude. One more again. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Derek Israel, also known as Pastor Derek, on the Only What I Seek to Scripture Study and Prayer Line on this first day in March, y'all. We're marching on, ain't we? 2021. Good to see you on the Code Don Beams. We got Elder up in here, and Fee and Big Mark, Mother Joyce, mother as she normally do. Melissa, Joseph in the building, got Big Battle. Yep. As y'all slowly chime in, Melissa Green, Boca Tove. Hallelujah. Y'all, let's dive back into the word. Trenda, good to see you all, sis. Let's deal with we the people a little bit more. Is that all right? You know what? Probably I'm gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna be about it. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. Romans 11 and 11. Nicole, good to see you on. Rita B, Charvet, good to see y'all on. Y'all worked on your tag game yet? Anybody worked on their tag game? Can we get some tagging going on? Romans 11:11. Look what it say. It say, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? Did Israel stumble that they should completely fall, be utterly destroyed? That's the question. Because according to Ezekiel 37, it looks real bad for them. It looks so bad that the question is posed: can they live? Do their life matter? And it gets real tricky when you find out the ones that own the tagline, Black Lives Matter, is their enemy. Dave, good to see you, which is increasing the probability that they don't matter. And it's sad when they don't matter to themselves. When you look at the power of the Prince of the Air, you got to look at who's running this place. Is it your enemy? Is your enemy running this place? When you look at the office of a cupbearer, a cupbearer eats the food first before the king, because the king life is more important. Yeah. Something happened to the king, it can be, chaos. So the cupbearer drinks the wine first to make sure it's not poison. Eat the food first. Something is awfully strange when the king turns into the cupbearer and tests it first before the people, right? Anytime you take the spirit of Esau, a spirit that swore I'm gonna kill my little brother Jacob. I hate him. Right? Anytime the spirit of Esau and the head of Esau will become a cupbearer for Jacob, something awfully wrong. You mean to tell me you gonna test the poison publicly on TV first? It hasn't even been clinically proven enough. You gonna take it first to prove to Jacob that is cool to do, something awfully wrong with that. Beverly, always a pleasure, young lady. Yanessa, good to see you on. Romans 11:11. Look what it say. It say, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? The Mashiach being a Hebrew, right? According to the Bible, according to Shaul, Paul lets you know that that I believe what is that in Romans the 9th chapter, but it says that the Mashiach was born. He was our kinfolk according to the flesh, right? And he was murdered. He was became a curse for us in the Bible teaches he was hung on a tree, right? By the Romans, by Esau. Yeah. And when you look at that means utter destruction. He was killed, and the worst way to be killed, the most humiliating way to be killed. He was killed by Esau. And him being killed appears to be hopeless. That's it. In fact, that's why the word teaches that Satan himself, had he known that that's the way the Most High was going to save his people, he wouldn't have did it. So it looks terrible. It looked terrible when the Messiah died. The apostles got so shook up that Kepha, they called him Peter, he, for the lack of a better term, backslid and went back to fishing again. The Most High had to come get him and restore him. Teresa, good to see you on. It looks bad. It looks bad. It looked bad for Yasharel, Israel. It looked bad for them when the Messiah got killed, when that brother got killed on a tree. It looked like that was it. That's how Peter saw it. Well, party over. Oops, out of time. But it wasn't over. So anytime you look at Ezekiel, 37. And the Most High is posing a question, to another Hebrew, right? Asking them, can they live? When you look at your own people and the Most High look at you and say, can they live? Because they look toe up. Yeah, they look like they in jail. Look like they don't have the money, the job, the resources. Look like they hated on, they're marketed bad and wicked. It looked at back. Can they live? He said, yeah, He said, prophesy. Talk to him. So here we go. We talking to him, right? We talking to him like James did to the scattered 12 tribes of Israel. Greetings. Didn't he say it? So he obeyed what the Most High told Ezekiel. So now here we are with the question, Romans 11:11, right? I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? To utter destruction is what that's talking about, y'all. Because they already fell. They already was shipped into slavery. They already was scattered. They already was split. You talking about division? They were split in two. Yeah, they were split in two. That's a kingdom divided against itself can't stand. They were split in two. That's the beginning of their demise. And then they both went into captivity because a kingdom divided against itself can't stand. And then they got jacked for their identity. Yehuda did, shipped into slavery, into this Egyptian system. Yeah. This Roman Empire, which is a carbon copy of the Egyptian Empire. That's why you see the pyramid on the money. Yeah. From a spiritual standpoint, money is fortune. It gives you the ability to do. That's why the Bible says money answers in all things. And some people worship that. And this system is a worshiper of that. It's Babylonian, Roman Catholicized religious system. This capitalist society. They took over spiritually and secularly. Both. And folks, it's worshiping money, selling the Most High out for money. Anyway, Romans 11:11. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? Yah forbid. But rather through their fall, salvation has come unto the Gentiles. Through the fall of Yasharel, salvation has come to the Gentiles. What Gentiles? Those that believe. I keep saying there's nothing new about what's going on, y'all. The only thing new is Jeremiah 31 through 34. The Most High is taking his spirit that was put, the spirit of his word that was put on stone. He's removing the stone. And now it's the Ruach, it's the spirit of the Most High that's being baptized into the believer. And yes, other heathen nations was able to join Yasharel if they repented and were circumcised. Now it's the circumcision of the heart. But if they were willing to be circumcised and obey the statutes and commandments of the Elohim of Yasharel, it was good. Well, because Yasharel was punished, the Most High, through his mastery, then allowed the Besaray, the spirit of his word, remove the stone and was able to baptize in anyone that would believe. And that's really what Romans 11 was talking about. We could get deeper into that, and we probably will, but let me just stay a lightweight surface a little bit, right? Might keep going, right? Okay, so I say then, have they stumbled, talking about Yasharel, stumbled that they should fall, Yah forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation to come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Now Yasharel, Israel is jealous on every level, losing in everything. The Elohim has been painted, been whited out, been painted white. So they don't have no win nowhere. They know they singing for them. They know they going to church for them. They've been repainted to be Gentiles, right? They're last class on every level, and even the Messiah is a white man, looks just like the oppressor, right? So they jealous as heck. Jeff, good to see you on, man. But in their demise, salvation has come to the Gentiles, right? Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, spiritually and physically, believe that. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them be the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? Wonder if there's some people out there that's under the influence of the propaganda that painted a people bad, painted them as thugs and thoughts, right? They're unrecognizable, right? And not only are they suffering from self-hatred based on the propaganda and all their accomplishments and who they are have been buried, even in the eyes of the normal public. It's those that's up in the high echelons of running this world are the ones that really know who we are. It's far and in between when it comes to others that actually know who we are. So they're under the influence of the propaganda, the power, the prince of the air. They're under the influence of the propaganda to believe that these are some low-life scum people, right? But when the Besaray come, not only do Israel got to get over their low self-esteem, but the world would have to get over the paint job as well in order to have the true relationship with the Most High that's necessary. Yeah. Like white people had been exalted and they're under this white supremacy. A whole lot of them are completely innocent. They didn't know. They really did think Christopher Columbus was this great dude and did X, Y, and Z, and that they created X, Y, and Z. They didn't know either. We sat in the same classroom when they was taught. When I was taught, I was a slave. Came over here in 1619. Nothing prior to me coming over here to be a slave was disclosed. It wasn't disclosed to them either. They believed the police and the police reports until people start seeing. And it took years of lies, his story. Yeah, it took years of history, Edom's story, the Edomite story, to get people in the mindset they're in. It's going to take an innocent heart. It's going to take somebody to really love the Most High, because the Most High can undo that instantly. But it's going to take a sincere heart. Yeah. And they even got to get over, what difference do it make? They got to get over all that. It makes a big difference. It's a lie. You should know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And we all taught, even in Christianity, right? We were taught that Israel was going to wake up. Well, Israel is waking up. The scales is falling off their eyes. That's what this is talking about. They're literally waking up, and white people and black people and everybody in between got to accept the fact of truth. It's not, it don't matter. Everything matters when it comes to truth. Reuben Johnson, good to see you all. It's not racist to find out who you are. You're out of your mind if you think that's not necessary. Right? So now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, physically and spiritually, the Gentile would then take the lead. Real talk, and they did. They took the lead. Yeah. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world and the dimension of the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? Now they're waking up. Now Ezekiel 37 prophesied to them, tell them who they are, so they can be sealed in their foreheads. Yeah, according to Revelation, what is that? 13, y'all? 12,000 from each tribe. Because you got the enemy sealing his with the mark of the beast, changing their DNA structure. Yeah. Got nanotechnology that they want to put in you so they can control your thinking. I would love to get into that a little deeper when it comes to mind control. I used that example. I was in a car with the kids, and one of the kids was in the car, and they start singing a song. And then all of a sudden, the other kid turned the music up that was on their phone, and it was the same song the other kid was singing. The other kid didn't hear it at first, and they were singing it, and they thought that thought to sing that song came from themselves, but it didn't. It came from a signal that was too low for them to hear, but subconsciously they grabbed it and was singing it. And if they put something in you that has cloud information, computer information, they can suggest things to you that you would believe was you. And you would respond and start doing things, thinking that it was your thought, but it's actually mind control. So you were being controlled by someone else or something else, unbeknownst to yourself. That's how deep it is. But anyway, that was just a commercial break, y'all. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, right? Listen. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the dimension of them be the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? For I speak unto you Gentiles. Listen what he's saying, because he's a Hebrew. He said, for I speak unto you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles, I magnify my office. If by any means I may provoke to immolation them which are of my flesh. Who is he trying to provoke? Them of his flesh? Is he racist? See, when you're theologically twisted, self-hatred, it don't matter. Jesus is everything minded. You just miss it. You just so religious, you blocked against your own rescue, your own wake-up call, your own, come on, y'all. For I speak unto you Gentiles, inasmuch as I'm apostle to Gentiles, I magnify my office. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are of my flesh and might save some of them. That was his goal. He wanted to wake up those that's willing to be woken up. Right? For if the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world, what shall be the receiving of them be but life from the dead? Right? If the casting away of them be the reconciliation of the world, if they were cast away, right, and the Gentiles, it opened up salvation on a whole nother level for the Gentile. How much more the receiving of them? It's not just life from the death for themselves. It's life from the death for the world. They're about to get sealed in their foreheads. They're about to get sealed with the word, with the ruach, on a whole nother level of realizing exactly who they are. Listen, look at this. Look at this. Let me show y'all this. Let's go to Psalms 83. Let's just look at it, right? I'm more or less gonna read it in the NIV, but look what it says. It says, "Oh Yah, do not remain silent and do not turn a deaf ear. Do not stand aloof, O Elohim. See how your enemies growl, how your foes rear their heads. With cunning they conspire against your people. They plot against those you cherish. Come, they say, let us destroy them as a nation. Let us destroy them as a nation." They would love to have destroyed your children, Yah. They would have loved destroyed us utterly, completely, but the Most High wouldn't let them. Right? Ava Yah, Lynn. Good to see you on. Right? But come, they say, let us destroy them as a nation, so that Israel's name is remembered no more. Remembered no more. By who? Israel. Israel won't even know that they're Israel. They won't know. There's some people that conspire together to wipe who they are out of their memory and then Catholicize them. When they was landing, when they were shipped into slavery, they were being Catholicized. They were being Christian. They were receiving the Roman Catholic hijacked version of Yah. Yeah, they were religiously being transformed and changed with the fish head hats and praying to saints, dead saints, and all that, bowing down to them. The deification of Mary, they call her Mary, Queen of Heaven. All that was going on. All that they say the phallus cup that they drink, it's supposed to represent his blood. That was Satan worship, and they used to drink blood out of them cups. Easter and Christmas and all that Catholicism. That was Esau. That was the Romans doing that. And now we're waking up to who we are. We're relearning our language. We're waking up. Yeah, and it's time to wake up so we can cry out. I'm telling you the truth. We've been brainwashed. They did a job on us. If you look at, see, this is just, I'm touching on stuff, but if you look at like the medical system, what is that? A snake on that erected thing with the snakes wrapped around it? That's the medical side. We're so what's his name? Carnegie. Was that his name? Carnegie and what was that? Rockefeller got together and they created the medical system, and as you see it as a satanic symbol with pharmaceutical That's witchcraft. That's spirits, and they put together concoctions and potions. Yeah. Listen, as we learn, we turn, right? I don't want to offend no one, and they get to talk about, people take medicine, and I'm still gonna teach the truth, and we're gonna continue to wake up and do the necessary changing. Is that all right? Back to the point, right? There was holistic hospitals with herbs and acupuncture and other forms of healing, but this was real healing. Right. The stuff they have now is potions and things that are altering your very DNA structure and your whole, you know, what is it, physiology. You got the hallucination type drugs, and that stuff is spiritual. It alters your physical anatomy, but it's also, you know, it's more than what meets the eye. That's going on. But at the end of the day, you got to know the word and what the end game is. You got to understand what the mark of the beast is and how it works. You need to know these things. And whatever it is, you're not going to be able to buy or sell without it. What do they have that's trademarked and patent 666? What are some of the ingredients? There's ingredients like luciferian. There's a drug in it. If any of y'all know what that drug is, something to do with Lucifer. That's ingredient inside of the medicine. But people, we in our sleep state, right? Because we don't know who we are. We cooperate with our enemy. His children were shipped here, not as equal citizens. The chattel. They were deemed 3/5 of a human being. They're not even human to Esau. Yet Esau is willing to become the cupbearer for the Negro. Are you serious right now? Oh, this might kill and harm you. Let me take it first to make sure it's cool before I give it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna take it first. Oh no, we're gonna get the king to take it too. The king gonna take it first to make sure y'all cool, because that's how much we love y'all. That's how good we been to y'all, and that's how much y'all can trust us. Yeah, look at the track record. We've been loving you from day one. Listen, and some of us believe that. Oh yeah. Psalms 83:1. Oh Elohim, do not remain silent and do not turn a deaf ear. Do not stand aloof, Elohim. See how your enemies growl and how your foes rear their heads. With cunning, they conspire against your people. They plot against those you cherish. They're plotting. They ain't coming straight up. There it is right there, Lucifer. See. That's the ingredient, y'all. What is that? That came from Yah. And yet folks is lining up. Oh my goodness, we need help. We need help. Y'all pray. We need help. See how your enemies growl and how your foes rear their heads. With cunning, they conspire against your people. They plot against those you cherish. They plotting, y'all. They plotting. They ain't coming straight up. They tricking you. They done deceived you. Right? You should have been in a position to be marked in your forehead with the knowledge of the Most High. You should let folk try to mark your forehead, sticking something up your nose all the way to your brain to try to mark your forehead. Stick something in finding other passages to your right hand, through your shoulder, your arm and stuff, and trying to get to your brain through your nose, putting stuff, doing stuff. What are you doing? You know it's a plot. When they come to help you, that they your cupbearer now. Hey, they like you. You mean to tell me the king is willing to do that for you? With something that ain't never been tested? Oh, they like you. I guess oh man. They gonna start redlining us and incarcerate us. You mean to tell me after they shoot us 12 times, they're not gonna wait 5 minutes and then bum rush the bullet riddled body and they're not gonna bum rush us with their guns still drawn and put handcuffs on somebody bleeding to death? They gonna call the paramedics now? Because that was nice of them to do it for us. They did that for us? They so nice. I'm tripping. Yeah, I thought we were shipped here and dogged out. And my bad. See how your enemies growl, how your foes rear their heads. With cunning, they slick. With cunning. We saw, be quiet, I'm trying to listen to him. He's telling us what we need to do. Well, we can go get medicated. Did you get yours yet? I got mine. Boy, we need some help. With cunning, they conspire against your people. Who is this people? James Harris, good to see you on. Rhonda, good to see you. Who is this people? It don't matter. It matters to them. That's why they come on. I'm finna heal you. You ain't even sick. I'm not sick. Yes, she is. Come on. I'm finna heal you. I'm protecting you. We love you. Look at the track record. With cunning, they conspire against your people. They plot against those you cherish. Come, let us destroy them as a nation. All you jokers. Come on. I'm finna hook you up. You're going to be just fine when I get finished. Come on, line up. Mm-hmm. What about the lead in the water, though, over there in Flint, Michigan? Oh, don't worry about that. Line up. I've got something for you. You'll feel better after you do this, though. Yeah. Come. They say, let us get you some blankets. Little syphilis ain't gonna kill you. They say, let us destroy them as a nation so that Israel's name is remembered no more. We gotta wipe out who they are out of their memories. In fact, the public, out of the public eye. We got to erase that. And they did such a good job that when it starts surfacing, right, the world start to throw up truth. Yeah, from a bloodline, from a geographical, the truth is coming out. And now we finding out. And they did such a good job. The Catholicized mind, it don't matter. It don't matter. At first, they was, pray for Israel. Send some money to Israel. Same Negroes. Oh, you Israel. Huh? It don't matter. All we need is Jesus. No, I thought we were sending money to Israel. I ain't sending no money to which Israel? Which Israel want money? These niggas? No, I ain't sending no money. We need Jesus. Okay. I hear you. All you need is Jesus. I thought all you needed was Jesus when you were sending money to Israel, wasn't it? Why was you sending money to them then? Why was you saying pray for Israel? Now I'm going to say pray for the Negro. You's racist. You got to pray for everybody. You weren't praying for everybody who's hollering praying for Israel. We got to send money. What was it? Lecrae built a school for Negroes. I'm through with him. See, that ain't Jesus. You sending money to Israel. That ain't Jesus. When you thought they was white. Come on, you self-hatred, Catholicized, Coonanized Christian. Come on, talk to me. All right, I'm done. Listen. Come, let us destroy them as a nation. They got out, didn't they? If it wasn't for the intervention of the Most High, we'd be through like Luke. Come on, somebody. No disrespect to any Lus out there. I'm just saying. The only disrespect is to Lucifer. But other than that, the name of the drug that they put in people. Yeah, Lou. Y'all gonna get you. Come, they say, let us destroy them as a nation, so that Israel's name is remembered no more. With one mind they plot together. They form alliance against you. The tent of Edom, there we go with the Edomites, the Ishmaelites. That's them Iranian cats, right? Ishmael and them, right? Moab, well that's the children, one of the children of Lot, Moabites, and the Hagrites and the Biblos and Ammon. That's another child of that's the first cousin. Yeah. Well, the children is the cousins, Ammonites and the Moabites. The children like Amalek, Philistia, with the people of Tyre. Even Assyria has joined them to reinforce Lot's descendants, and Lot's descendants is the Moabite, like Balak. Balak, daddy, was a king in Moab, right? And that's where that doctrine came to curse Israel. A part of cursing Israel, I'm gonna let y'all go. But Balaam taught Balak, because Balak, the Moabites, right, wanted to curse Israel, right? And he was trying to get Balaam to do it, but Balaam couldn't because Yah was blessing him. And so the conclusion was get them to sin. And so now that Israel is scattered and Jacob is shipped into Judah has been shipped into slavery, right? Now that they're in their land of captivity, the whole atmosphere, the power of the prince of the air, not only snuffed out who you are, but who you are and how you live and how you're supposed to be living and what you're supposed to be doing. All that's been whited out and snuffed out, and so now all we do is sin. We think we thugs. We run around here trying to sleep with everybody, sleep with each other, get our money up, rapping, gold teeth rapping, killing one another and all that. That was engineered and designed by Esau. Yeah, specifically by those that stole your identity. According to Revelation 2:8, I know them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. The ones that pretended to go back into the land in 1947, pretending to be you. Well, when Israel turned back to the land, it's supposed to be the Most High's doing, number one, and sin is not going to be there when we come back in. Tel Aviv is the capital of homosexuality. There's even a mosque over there. All that's not going to be when Israel go back in there. So according to Luke 21, when it say that Jews are going to be trodden down under the foot of the Gentiles, that's true. Because the Gentiles is over there right now. And his true children is still in captivity, waking up to who they are. And we got to get out of that Catholicized state of mind. Not to say that Gentiles don't matter. Look what it say. In Romans 11, I'm going to let y'all go. But in Romans 11, it lets you know that I say the 11th verse, have they stumbled, they should fall, be utterly destroyed? Yah forbid. But rather through their fall, salvation has come unto the Gentiles. We're not hating on the Gentile salvation. Anyone that love the Most High, we with. And whoever love the Most High is with us. And they're not going to approach it from a racial hatred standpoint. You got to get rid of the propaganda and the lies. We got to get rid of it too. We got to be transformed by the renewing of our mind so we can switch back to who Yah made us. So we all got to go through it together. Yeah. Yeah, those that love Jesus need to understand who the bloodline people is so they can pray for them. You sending money to Israel? Why stop now? Now you see the need, because who you were sending money to is the richest people on planet Earth. They're the wickedest, evilest, filthiest people on planet Earth. Now you can send money to Israel and pray for Israel that they wake up as you continue to love Jesus. Is that what you call it? That's not his true name, but Hey, he exalts his word over his name. As long as you obey his word, Psalms 138 and 2, truth will continue to come. You'll continue to go through the transformation process, because I had to go through it. I had to find out his name, his fame, and all that. The power is in trusting his word anyway. And in trusting his word, you will get his name. Believe it, because he's going to lead you to it. His word will lead and guide you to all truth. I'm just trying to tell you. So ain't nobody hating on the Gentiles saying they can't be saved. Now, if the fall of the Yasharel be the richest of the world, and the mission to be the richest of the Gentile, ain't nobody hating on the Gentile. Come on, get saved. Yeah. Bow down to the Elohim of Abraham, of Isaac, and Jacob. Come on. Yasharel, wake up. And you fall down before your Elohim as well. So I speak to you Gentiles. Oh no, go back to 3. The dimension of the riches of the Gentiles. How much more their fullness? You should be happy that we waking up. Join, help. Send an offering. You got the Cash App information. If not, I'll say it in a minute. Help out, Gentile. Yeah. And pray. For I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch I'm an apostle to the Gentiles, and I magnify my office. Yeah, I'm a preacher for the Gentiles too. If by any means I may provoke to immolation them which are on my flesh, and might save some of them. For if the casting away of them be the reconciliation of the world, what shall the receiving of them be? But life from the dead. Come on, y'all. Can them dry bones live? Ezekiel 37. The answer is yes. He said, prophesy to them. So we prophesy right now. Is that all right? We prophesy. Let's prophesy. Let's tell the truth. Ahava Yalin. Baruch. Be Baruch. It's all good. I love y'all. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity coming for you, humbly. We know how gleaning in the truth of your word, thy word is true. Continue to illuminate your children, quicken us, make us alive. Tell us the truth. We shall know the truth, and the truth shall make us free from the lie, free from the clutches of the devil. We're free to be transformed by the renewal of our mind back into the image that the Most High intended, being led by his Ruah, his spirit. We need you. We believe you. We trust you. We celebrate the victory in you. In the master's name, Yahushua, we humbly pray. Dispatch your text about us. Keep us safe as we continue to do your last day bidding. In your matchless name, Yahushua, we humbly pray. Yah is salvation. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And Aman, or Amen, whichever one you like, because they both good. Is that all right? That's his Hebrew and pronunciation, And so, yeah, I pray you guys were all blessed. Guys and gals, you were all blessed, and that we govern ourselves accordingly. Don't hate on nobody. Preach love and walk in it, that we all might be saved. Is that all right? Push the share button if it was true and you feel that it might help somebody else grow in him. I'm still working on y'all to work on your tag game, because we need to get some more people around to get this truth, because we're running out of time. Is that all right? Those of you that financially support this ministry, may the Most High continue to baruch you. It helps me do what I do. So automatically, I got to say, Toda, thank you. Those of you that are spiritually blessed by this ministry and you're growing because of this ministry, the Most High is using this to help you grow, and you would like to become a supporter of this ministry, it's my job to tell you how. You got the Cash App, just put in donate to Derek, $ donate to Derek. That's $ donate, the number 2, DERRICK. That's how you can support. You also go inside of my Facebook, Derek Israel, go inside of Messenger, and right in there, there's a giving button. We finna get on the line to talk about this lesson and pray together. If you want to join us, all you gotta do is dial 302-202-1102, extension 815-648. Do that, y'all. Continue to pray for one another as I continue to pray for you. Y'all be Baruch and Bracha Shalom. I'm gone.